Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of Let's Play Tyranny, Gold Edition. In the last part, we started our journey for Kyros, the assassin's mage fatebinder type guy, who we're going to keep his helmet off. We're going to keep his helmet on. Now, I kind of want to swap his outfit, but I don't. Like, if I could, like, because this has actually got a decent, like, these have got decent skills. But I can put up without them. And we've got a nice little cool little spear there as well. I'll show you the spear, yeah. This spear is actually good for a character you want to be defending. So it's got guarded strikes. And then my sword here has eradicating, which is the reason I equipped it straight away. So, first things first, we've got spell creation. Let's click these off because they do not matter. So we started with that. We can make charged fist, which is what we already have. But this does, because we are a lightning mage. We get the sigil of lightning to start. It's collecting everything else, which is important, and of course the conqueror's will is the thing we've got to be doing. So let's unpause it and speak to Aurora. Kyros, the Overlord be praised. When I heard the avalanche, I feared the valley was sealed with you on the other side. The disfavored warrior claps her gauntlet to her breastplate, the traditional salute of her legion. I was hoping Tunon would send the Queenslayer, if only to see the look on the Earthbreakers' faces when they see you in the flesh again. But on a personal note, it is good to see another Harbinger. By Kyros' will, most of our old invasion force still lives, but most of us have been scattered across the tiers, reassigned as needs change. I miss those days, when there was so much battle ahead of us, so much glory still to be won. But I know that the Archons are expecting you. Don't let me wax nostalgically about the old days. Can you hear that hum in the air, that glow around the rocks? The avalanche is Kyros' magic. The Overlord has stilled the valley. Your senses are more than mine, good fatebinder. I do not pretend to know much about such things, but if it was Kyros' magic and you are here on important business, well, you don't have to be the Archon of Secrets to guess that you're here to proclaim an edict. What does Kyros have in store for the enemy? 10 years of festering plague, an edict of twisted bones? I'm going to glare silently. A nervous smile creeps over her as she waits for a response that doesn't arrive. I'm asking the questions beyond my station. She dips low, trembling as she bows. Forgiveness, please. Well, you've travelled a long way. I won't keep you further. I'm sure the Archons will want to hear it all from you. Her voice falls silent, her attention snapping eastward with alarm. Did you hear that? More runners, third time this week. The Earthbreakers keep trying to send messages through the mountains to gather help from outside the valley. She points over to the collapsed path by which you arrived. But they're a bit too late for that now. Come, let's show these Earthbreakers a good fight. So I'm just going to quickly pause. So I want that there. That over there as well. Sigil of Frost. I like my spells at the back, so let's go. Sorry, Sigil of Light. Let's go use this to see what. Ow. That actually really hurt. Could you not? So we're just gonna do what we can to kill this guy. Yeah, the good thing is this is the first ever character I'm gonna have a great recovery time on, which makes me very happy.
This is useless. I should try something else. I got it. Will do.
Trying to flank this guy. Now this is my stat I'm going to be getting leveling up straight away is my recovery time, just so I can get really quick recovery time. And yeah, so I'll just quickly show you. That's one down. Let's check further along the path for more. So yeah, I'm going to be getting this up until it's maxed out to begin with, and I forgot to do my voice. Pretty sure that's the one I normally go for. Let's get those. And I'm going to quickly actually look over here. Like, she's going to stand behind there for now because she can't get in. So let's just see what's over here. I have enough athletics to climb down there. Now, this is something I didn't actually see in my first playthrough of this game ages ago.
Can't do that.
But yeah,
Sorry,
there's also this here, which I believe I have enough lore for. Yes, I do. I'm going to take the torque. You recognize the corroded bronze torque as a relic of Tiersman folk. That just gives us a bit of lore. So we've got this now, which would give us form. I don't really want to put it on my character because these two are actually really cool. So let's get back up here. Right, so I'm going to probably inspect these just because it's cool. The ancient Weeping Mother statue pays homage to the Queen Lacerius, first of her name. Fresh water once flowed from this statue, but when Kyros' forces attacked Vendrion's well in 429, the statue began weeping blood, and has done so ever since. The once pure water of Queen Lacerius' tears had run red with blood since Kyros' forces arrived. She knew of how badass we were going to be, and yep. The path behind you is now blocked. Kyros' magic has sealed the valley. Desecrated corpses line the road of the victory to Vendrion's well, an example of the fate that awaits those who resist Kyros' will. We should be vigilant and deal with the remaining Oathbreakers in the pass. This seems like a suicide mission. What do the Vendrian Guard hope to accomplish? From what we've learned from the other prisoners, the runners are instructed to escape the valley and drum up support for the other Oathbreakers' cause elsewhere in the tiers. She shrugs. I don't know what they think I don't know who they think will listen to their pleas. We've smashed every army, fortress, and self-proclaimed ruler these low-born tiersmen have to offer. Perhaps they think the wild beasts will rally to their side. Disfavored victory has soaked the tiers with fear. I doubt anyone would rally to their hopeless cause. My thoughts exactly. They lost this war years ago. This is little more than the last gasp of a dying people. I've been traveling for days. How much longer till I reach the Archons? You're almost to your destination. Once we clear the pass of the enemy, just head south down the foothills. From there, just be a matter of hours in the encampment. Carry on. Just want to quickly get rid of those because they don't matter. So we can decide what to do with this, and I'm going to do what I normally do because it's the reason I have a higher what's it called to begin with.
On it. Trouble is afoot.
I did not do as much damage as I had hoped, but it happens. You know, let's use our special ability, which brings blood that kill people down from the sky. Oh, she's going to explode. There it is. There's another nice stone shield disfavored. Don't bother with me. Go down to the past. Drastus. The soldier clutches his gut and winces. You can see the hint of entrails between his fingers. You're wounded and it's not trivial. He laughs through his clenched teeth. This? But a scratch. I've seen twice as worse as 10 times over. He doubles over in pain, gagging and shivering. Keep hold of your guts then. Farewell. Heal this his wound to flash you a praying salute. Hail Kyros. So. Ooh. Some more loot.
Sorry, I can't.
Try and catch me, worm.
A young Scarlet Fury weaves around the Vendrian Guard attackers, avoiding their weapons with fluid grace. She nods to you in acknowledgement. She nods to acknowledge you. A breathless enemy soldier passes a glance to her countryman. This one's crazy. Too much lead in the water. We should cut our losses and turn back.
Ha! Fatebinder. Here at last. Care to join me in putting these cowards out of their misery?
She nods to the armed soldiers bearing down on her. Save something for me, then. For the realm of Apex, charge! The Vendrian Guard level their weapons in advance.
I'm not
Again, I'm just going to be controlling my own character.
here to make friends. That's how it's done. Bleed out, you little shit.
Now, one thing I must admit, ladies and gentlemen, is I like about this is there's a lot more swearing in this game than there is in Pillars of Eternity. And it also obviously feels better, feels right, because swearing in Pillars just wouldn't feel right.
I can tell you didn't spend the conquest in a diplomat's tent.
The fighter surveys the fresh corpses and nods it with satisfaction.
I'm Verse, by the way. But there are more important things to take care of than introductions. Those Vendrian Guard we killed didn't come alone.
She gestured to the skirmish unfolding the pass below, shaking her head. I'm ready if you are.
Eager. I like that. Before we go, you might search among the remains of our fallen comrades. Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or any useful iron they might be clutching.
I see your points. Nice and practical.
No reason to pity the fallen. Before long, we might wish we'd joined them here. But at least we'll enjoy heavy pockets and warm toes. For the voices of Nerat!
First furrows her brow and focuses down to the battle to come. Now, ladies and gentlemen, unlike a lot of Let's Plays, I do not intend to do my best to do every single conversation.
Can't do that.
Like, I'm going to do what my character would do, and I'm not going to try and pursue every single angle. If we miss out on some stuff, just because that's not how I think my character would be, then that's just kind of how it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. An empty spike stands waiting to claim its victim.
You didn't see nothing.
Eyes forward, no looking back. The Avenging guard warrior roars of his phalanx, head held high, his words largely lost over the din of combat. Queenslayer. The warrior rears back, his swinging arm as the invective hisses off his tongue. I've long dreamed of laying claim to your skull. So nice of you to present yourself. You just arrived at camp and they already gave you a title. Impressive. As he singles his men to charge, the sound of chanting arises from the south, drawing his attention. Scarlet Chorus reinforcements, hurry! Oh shit, sorry. Run down the Earthbreakers, let none escape. From the red mob of reinforcement from the south, a blood chanter emerges at the head of the rabble, the ornamental crest of her staff pulsing with crimson tones. Signaling sigils of magic and wordlessly moving her mouth, the blood chanter scribes a series of spells into the air. A red glow surrounds the Avenging Guard's warriors as the chanter's magic worms its way into their minds, blinding them with range. Hold position, all of you. You there, keep to the path. The warrior gestures along the canyon trail, but his soldiers turn their attention to Scarlet Chorus' roaring challenges. No, don't engage them, we need to run. His orders falling on deaf ears, the warrior reluctantly readies his weapons. Right, let's do... Oh yeah, Verse, I need to make sure I medal with you. You're going to be a blade dancer in this. Actually, you know what? No, you're not. You're going to be an archer. For what? I don't normally have her as an archer. I normally have her as a blade dancer, but if I'm going to be the blade dancer, she needs to be my archers. Let's get ready. Send you flying. Oh, I didn't do as much damage as I wanted it to. Yeah, so we're going to keep Verse as an archer for now, I think. Actually, no, we're not. No, I don't know why, but I don't like archers in the like any of the Obsidian games. They just feel better if they're doing like if she's doing that type of normal combat. Come quick, we have a situation on the cliffside. They have the commander. I mean, I don't really see how that's my problem, but I'll come and have a look in a minute.
Sorry, I can't.
We're going to be hearing a lot of sorry I can't, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, because that's just the... Oh yeah, and we also, we need to check the... Yep, we can learn this. Now, every time we learn new sigil, we look at new sigils, we'll learn something. And because of, and like we'll learn it, like it'll be a good thing we learn as well. And we're also going to give her that, so she has a little bit more health. Like what? So what did we get? We got. So if we go for that and that, and we gave it that, what would it do? It increases the range, and is that it? Fuck it. I'll give myself 2 versions of it. I'll probably just get rid of it. You know what? Fuck it. I could have got... Doesn't matter. I'll get rid of it later. Anyway, let's do some rob. Let's finish robbing these guys. Because there's a lot of crap here to rob. There's also Cosmo over there we need to go talk to. Because for some reason, she's hiding like a little girl. What are you doing? You'll draw attention to me. Wondering why you were being a little girl, to be honest. But hey, doesn't matter. Stow your weapons or we'll find out how long a man screams before hitting the ravine down below. Cornered between a precipitous drop and a band of angry soldiers, the Oathbreaker warrior holds a disfavored officer at knife point. Skewer him. Worry not for me. Graven Ash will protect. The disfavored officer winces, blood seeping from the seams of his braces and cuirass. You heard the man. He plainly invited you to use that little blade of yours. What are you waiting for? Permission from your pimp? This blade? With a jerk of the knife, he slices a clump of the Duris's matted hair. If you're so eager to see your ally dead, just step closer. So there's multiple ways I like to do this. I like to use this one. Or I like to use these two. But I'm going to use... I got the title for a reason. We're going to use that. Why kill the disfavored nobody when you could take your swing at the... We could take your swing at the Queenslayer. You, the Queenslayer? Pushing Duritus to the side, Pelox Tyrell bounds forward with murder in his eyes. His glorious charge ends somewhat abruptly as disfavored soldiers step in, weapons out, and butcher Tyrell. Dazed but alive, Drastus lets out a long sigh and struggles to his feet. Kyros be praised. The Oathbreaker fought with the rage of carrying himself. Drastus slides a trembling hand across the cut of his neck. Thank you, fatebinder. I thought today was my last. From the look of it, guess they thought if they swarmed the pass, maybe one might make it out. We found a few scraps of parchment on the bodies. Dressers hold out a handful of crumpled parchments for your inspection. A student of letters such as yourself should be able to make out the sense of this. I'll examine the parchment. Repeating the same messages in different written script, the parchment explains the Rendering Guard's desire to overthrow Kyros Archons and rout their armies from the tiers. The pages aren't addressed to any specific reader, but rather openly invites all who remain loyal to the younger realms to gather at the Rendering Dwell. Recruitment material. They were trying to bring more traders to the fight. Well, from the look of it, we kept them from slipping out of the valley. Whatever they hoped to accomplish, I think their plan died here. The Archons are expecting you. When you're ready, leave by the gate to the southeast, and follow the trails downslope for a few hours. You'll see the camp fires leagues away. Can't miss it. Right, let's get some looting going. Yep. Now we got ourselves a new trinket. That one gives +1 quickness. We'll give it to Verse, because I'm just nice like that. And we got another thing here of lore. So this is a spell of something to do with spells of distance. So if we go here, so we can make this spell from 8 meters to 10 meters, and we're going to replace this. Oh wait a minute, yeah, fuck. Update it. There we go. We've now got Electric Jolt there. And a charged fist. So we've now got 2 good spells. And we're keeping our mage shit alive. Fatebinder, or salute you as you approach. We are honored by your presence. Need something? Honestly, I don't think I would. She taps her gauntlet to her breastplate and salute. Have a present
Can't do that.
Seed Fatebinder. So the thing about this character is he's going to be very much informed, but he doesn't need to directly ask the questions. Like, that's the type of character I want to make. I want like someone who's already informed, but, you know, ask some questions, but is mostly, for the most part, knows what's going on. He just doesn't need to ask. This torn banner bears a scratched out icon of the disfavored. The army's original symbol has been lost to its history, and Graven Ash has never ordered a replacement, preferring the blasted icon over all others. The prisoner says his name is Tarak Demos. Darius has let out a long sigh, tapping his gauntleted finger to his temple. Then I don't think this is a complicated matter. He dies. His family's been the driving force in the Vendring Guard. Killing him should demoralize whatever's left of Tarkus' clan. But we must offer the enemy redemption. Well, safe with our inbred nobles, just as the Queenslayer. The chanter lets out a hearty chuckle through an incomplete set of teeth. But corpses can't serve the chorus. So while mercy always pains me, it is what the voices of Norat commands. We'd let you take prisoners, but you can't control them. You send these conscripts out on patrol and they never return. Defecting all over again. I can't let this nonsense strategy continue. Well, I insist this offer be taken to Voices in Rat, leaving us at an impasse. Fortunately, we have a fatebinder here to settle the matter for us. The chanter turns to you, an expectant smile creeping across his face. So, what say you? What should become of this prisoner? Last time I was here, the chorus was more than willing to poison the locals with no offer of redemption. What changed? Yes, well, the chanter narrows his eyes, scowling as she contemplates her words. We are indeed guilty of being haphazard in when we take pains to conscript, and when we focus on getting the job done. But the fact remains, this warrior has used, hopefully, as a fighting stock, maybe a swine feed. Either way, killing him is a true waste. Execute the Earthbreaker. One chance to surrender is enough. The Tearsman can be trusted. Rakes, thieves, and whores. Nothing more. We were far too merciful the first time. Justice nods to a nearby warrior. Have this one tied up. He and his friends can watch each other rot in the sun. I won't keep you here any longer, Fatebinder. I know you have important business in the valley. Justice salutes you, his iron gauntlet rapping against his breastplate. For the glory of Kyros. You guys going to talk to me? Fatebinder, what an honor to have one of Tunon's court visit our humble holdfast. Need supplies? Busting with energy, the merchant slams her palms on the top of her crate. If so, you've come to the right place. So what will it be today? She spreads out a welcome arm over her wares. I trust you've been granted proper stewardship of the goods you are peddling? Well, you see, Fatebinder. The merchant cranes her head to the side, scratching her neck. I think so. I've been handed these bits of script. She reaches across a sack of provisions to snatch a scroll case. But I'm not a woman of letters. Numbers are my strength, as you can well imagine. Let me see those. Certainly, good Fatebinder. She hands you the scroll case while wearing a quizzical expression. A sensory read indicates this merchant is granted the unlimited right to trade in a logistical capacity. When not supporting an active battle, she has the right to trade grain, copper, and olives anywhere in the tiers. This all seems in order. Well, naturally, she winks. Just because we fight dirty doesn't mean we trade dirty. Well, most of the time at least. So let's see what you have. So, I don't know why you would trade with her, but she does have some nice stuff. But let's just see what we can sell here. So, weapons. We'll get rid of all that. Get rid of armor. Oh, and junk. We'll get rid of junk as well. So we'll make ourselves a little bit of money. So we could have the. Do we have this one? I don't know if we have those. So you know, we're gonna buy these, and hope I don't have them. And we're gonna learn those to end this part. There we go. And I have leveled up. So let's get ourselves some more quickness. And we'll get ourselves, yeah, it's agility I think I'm going for, isn't it? Yep, dual wield there. So, I want a, what's it called? So we'll go for, we're gonna add a blind to our frost ability. So we gained this here, which is the sigil of limitless boundaries, and the sigil of timeless form. So it's duration of spell effect, and I increased the area of a spell effect. So if we go, so we could, that would be 80, and we haven't even started reaching the really good spells as well. So looking forward to those. But unfortunately, John, we're gonna have to end this part here. If you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next part. See you guys then.